Hello and welcome back to my bug monotype of Pokemon Expert Emerald. In the last episode, we defeated, we got through the Team Aqua hideout, but we couldn't find Archie because he'd already managed to escape in the submarine. And so, we have to go back and find him. But before we do that, we have some things to, cope with around this area, which is namely just some more battles we got to do. I've got some more battles here, and then once we get these battles done, we'll then be able to look towards. We're at -6. This could actually hurt regardless of what it hits. I know it doesn't actually land anything. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we've got to learn how to dive, and in order to dive, we need to. Be able to, as we just see Southers. We've already battled him. In order to dive, we need to beat Tate and Liza at the Moss Deep City Gym. And obviously, we actually have a type advantage for once here, being a bug type trainer against what will undoubtedly be psychic types. We'll actually have an advantage. So, but before we do that, we're just going to take on some of these trainers around here. Obviously, a few of these are not ideal for us. These water types. Looks like every time. Okay, he's going to learn the Hydro Pump. That is going to take me out, unfortunately. We can go into a Heracross here. We'll go for Mega Horn. For Alligator. So, just Mega Horn. How much? There we go. Straight down. And a Blastoise as well. So, so he sort of matches the other trainers that we've seen. So we've seen trainers now for all of the starters having all the starters of each type at their final evolutionary stage. Knew we had to reach a water type trainer eventually, and we do just that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head back, do the remaining battles over there, and then we'll be able to be ready to take on Tate and Liza and their psychic types. So again, we should have the advantage to the point where there isn't really anything to worry about, and certainly the first few trainers that we did in the gym at the end of the last episode, they were all of a level that didn't seem too scary, but obviously we won't know anything until we truly try out the battle. So we're gonna Ice Beam this Farfetch'd, and we even get the freeze, which isn't quite nice. And we've got this guy who is a bird keeper. Again, we can Ice Beam here. Ice Beam is our best move. Pharaoh is a scary Pokemon, Brilpeck. But he's just going to Agility twice, which is a bit of a mistake. So, we'll be able to pick up the Big Pearl that they were almost sort of shielding, I guess. We'll continue up just to see what's at the top of this route. I'm pretty sure these are the last few trainers we've got in this area, and then we'll be able to start heading south. So, a Kingdra. Obviously, Kingdra is only... lands an Outrage. Outrage is fine, it does get confused, and misses Hydro Pump. But we no longer have any... Misses Hydro Pump again, and we land an Aerial. So we got a bit lucky there, but we're fine with that. So what was that? I was blown away by Horsey's charm, so I started swimming too, and hence he has a Kingdra, so that makes sense. I'm going to swap in Beautifly for this battle. I'm pretty sure this is the last trainer we've got. Have we already battled you? Yes, we have. Okay, so that looks like every single trainer along the routes here. Let's just check we faced her. Ah, we haven't. There we go. So she's got more water Pokemon. She's got a Milotic, so... Milotic's a great Pokemon in terms of wow, it's got Attract. Then it'll come like female Heracross. I didn't realise my Heracross was female. Anyway, what we can do is we can Frost Drop here. Gets a crit hit Outrage, but we managed to survive that, and we can take it out with Cross Chop. Indeed, Heracross just has so much power, just all the power. Ah, this is actually a rematch. I did not mean to do this. Because the battle only triggered when I spoke to him, so it's definitely a rematch rather than actual... and he's going to full restore. That's annoying. I definitely should have sword stance. It's telling me +2, and it doesn't do that much, unfortunately. But there we go. Take you out. You've got Tentacruel. No. Do I want to baton pass this? Who would I baton pass it to, though, is a question. I think I do want to baton pass it. Let's baton pass it to... Dustox. You're going to Ice Beam me. Okay, that's fine. So I'm now at +2. Silver Wind. That does nothing. Hydro Pump takes me out. Probably going to lose this battle, actually, if I'm not careful. We're going to heal up and hope that he doesn't have anything to... Okay, you're going to... That's absolutely fine by me. You're more than welcome to Light Screen. We are going to heal again, just to be cautious. We're going to Screech. And that's annoying. So, +2. Mega Horn almost takes you out. Ice Beam is fine. It doesn't. Screech does not affect Ice Beam, so that is fine by me. Sizzle Burst does 64. And we defeat the Sailor. There we go. Oh, thank God. So yeah, so that was just that was actually a rematch rather than first time we faced that guy. So that's why he has slightly higher level Pokemon. It looks like that the rematches have actually been changed, which is really cool, and is actually probably going to be the way I best train up my Pokemon for later things. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to grab out our final team member, and then let's take on Tate and Liza. So we're going to withdraw out Arnaldo. And let's take this on. Here's the gym. How's it going, Champion Bound Random? The gym leaders use Psychic type. If you go Poison type, they'll inflict horrible damage, plus they'll come at you with outstanding combination attacks. You have to show how tight you are with your Pokemon. Go for it. So, yeah, so there are obviously various teleporting tiles here. This goes into this room, okay. So we got another double battle. Gentleman Clifford and Hexmaniac Kathleen have got a Wild Effect and a Natu. So we want to Aerial Ace the Natu and Ice Beam the Natu, and we'll just avoid the Wild Effect for the moment, because we literally have no reason not to. It actually knows an offensive move. I'm surprised. I didn't mean to Ice Beam you. Drill Peck is going to come in and doesn't actually take us out, which is really good. So we're going to Aerial Ace and we'll Ice Beam the Natu now. Xatu, sorry, that should take you out. It does. Ledian goes to level 66. Useful use Aerial Ace. Does not do a lot. We shall now Stun Spore and Aerial Ace. Ah, yes, of course you have Safeguard up. I forgot about that. Well, there we go. Sweet. Down you go. Beautiful goes to 64. And we win that battle. So your vitality is contagious. Get away from me quickly. It seems I could not overcome your youthful energy. So, yes. Healing. Now, we want to swap in our Dustox. Obviously, one of the Pokemon that does actually have a disadvantage in this gym, unfortunately, as we see an Exeggutor, which should go down to 1 Silver Wing. This is the advantage. I mean, like, a lot of... Well, I say a lot. It's hardly a lot of grass psychic types, I think. As we see a grass fighting, a psychic fighting type. So, for once, it would have actually have been. I could have Shadow Balled there actually. And you're going to bounce, I believe. That looks like bounce. I reckon Ledian can take a bounce. Yes. We can take a bounce, but we get paralyzed. Bounce can paralyze? Well, we almost undoubtedly are slower, so let's assume you're going to use Bounce again, and we'll go into Beautifly. You are going to use Bounce again. The question is are we fast? We are faster. You're going to use Bounce. That's actually going to take me out. We'll go into our Heracross. So Mega Horn takes out the Medican, and Dustox goes to level 64. You're suitable, but you're not suitable for the psychic type. The way you battle is somehow brutal. Okay, so that's obviously there to enable us to walk between those things. Where on earth are we now? So you. Watch me levitate or Pokeball telekinetically. Sometimes I'm out of sync. If you can beat me, I will tell you your future. So we've got Psychic Blake and Samantha with a Chimecho and a Slowbro. So we'll Silver Wind the Slowbro and we will Thunder Punch the... yeah, we'll Thunder Punch the Slowbro. I doubt we'll take it out into... If we double team it, we had a chance. But now you're going to Amnesia actually, so that's fine. Now we can Silver Wind the Slowbro just to make sure, and we will Thunder Punch whatever comes in on the Slowbro slot. As you're going to Amnesia, don't like that. As you're actually going to get paralyzed, and the Magical Leaf is going to come in once more. Magical Leaf is really nothing to worry about for us. We're going to again Thunder Punch whatever comes in, or vice versa. As we see the Slow King, and that's sort of why I was thinking of doing that. So we're going to our Armaldo here. We're going to Silver Wind double down on the Slow King. It is the bigger threat here. Even Extrasensory on Dustox isn't so much of a worry. And there we go, we even get a crit on the Chimecho, which is going to take that down, and the Why Not's going to come in and going to get destroyed by Silver Wind. So, our bug types are proving to... a Pokeball was too heavy to lift, with the Venusta, I mean. Let's just see what's over here. So this is a new area as well. So let me see your talent. And ho ho ho, you need me to show you how tenacious the Psychic type can be. So we've got Psychic Virgil and Gentleman Nate here. They've got Mr. Mime and a Starmie. So kind of Silver Wind, double down Silver Wind the Starmie. As it's got a light screen, so that is actually going to work out very nicely for us. Just going to use Silver Wind on the Mr. Mime, and it's going to do almost enough to take you out. Almost. So now we just Silver Wind twice, and we should hopefully take out whatever comes in. We even get a crit there, and we get the boost just to rub it in. Armaldo goes to level 65, Curlier comes in and gets destroyed. I don't let defeat rat me however badly. If there are prodigies in the world, then our gym leaders are them. So obviously we need to hit this enough times so that we can move around. So you, what do you have to say? When you lose to me, don't be too hard on yourself. It's not that you're weak, I'm just too strong. You have a Jinx. So we can Silver Wind or we can Steel Wing. Both will be super effective and both will destroy the Jinx. I'm not going to let this out now. So obviously we need to come up here in order to hit the red switch in order to make that one actually, in order to be able to move that way. Hexmaniac Sylvia would like to battle. She's got a Claydol. Another Silver Wind, another Pokemon down, and we get the boost for the third time in a row. We're just not going to get it when we need it. I mean, I'm not going to sacrifice +1, or +1 in everything except +2 in... Okay, there we go. So that's now done. How do we actually... Oh, there we go. That's how we get out. So we could obviously go back onto that square and that would be fine. I just want to see where this goes. The indecisive lose, that's my warning to you. So, that is full circle. That's the one that, I think that returns us back from where we were. So now what we want to do is we want to head up here. The only other one we haven't seen yet is this one. Which again returns us to where we were. Okay, cool. So there are two ways essentially around this little map. Both end up bringing us here. We've now got to unfortunately hit this 4 times. And now we can move through the red, and now we can move through the green as well. Cool. And there I'll take Tantalizer. So now what we need to do is we need to use all of our healing items. We can definitely expect this to be a double battle, and because so, we will actually lead off with our strongest pair for this battle. So normally they use Lunatone and Solrock, Which means that Scizor is going to be incredibly useful here. We need to be very protective of him on the Solrock though, which potentially can always know Flamethrower, and that's a big threat. We're going to bring in Heracross as well as our other Pokemon, and yeah, let's see how we fare against Tate and Liza. Were you surprised? Were you surprised that there are two gym leaders? That there are two gyms? We're twins. We don't need to talk because we can determine what the other is thinking all in our minds. This combination of ours. Can you beat it? So 6 Pokemon, as we'd expect. They lead off with Chimecho and Espeon. So the Espeon's the greater threat here. I'm going to Sword Stance, and I'm going to Mega Horn the Espeon. It should take it out if we live. Carmine isn't going to rescue you from my special defense. Sword Stance is going to come into effect. Mega Horn, because obviously Scizor resists Psychic, which is even better. Heracross does not, unfortunately, so Extra Sensory will hurt if that's their move of choice. Tail Glow. Jeez, okay, calm down. So I'm at +2. We're going to double down on the Chimecho just to ensure that it dies. I don't find the Girafarig nearly as scary. I didn't mean to Steel Wing. Please take it out, please take it out, please take it out. If it doesn't... Ooh, we got lucky there. I didn't mean to Steel Wing. I'm definitely meant to Silver Wing. Scizor goes to 65. Going to send in a Lunatone, and Girafarig's going to use Psychic on our Heracross. That's going to do a bunch of damage. Silver Wind is still best here. +2 Silver Wind should take out the Lunatone, and a Mega Horn should defeat the Girafarig, which we do outspeed, which is the important thing. So Silver Wind comes in, takes out the Lunatone. Beautiful. And you're going to bring in a Solrock. Mega Horn is going to come in on the Girafarig and take that out as well. And now we pretty much just repeat exactly that same turn. And it should do exactly the same thing, I would expect. Silver Wind comes in, takes out Solrock. Mega Horn comes in, takes out the Grumpig. Beautiful. So our bug types are just way too powerful for any psychic types in our way. We shatter their combination, and we're going to get the Mind Badge. Just going to increase special attack and special defense, and we're going to get Calm Mind as well. And we're going to get them into Pokénav, which is really good. Now the interesting thing is, Calm Mind. Can any of our Pokemon learn it? Which one was it? There, number 4. No one can learn Calm Mind, so as useful as a move that can be in certain situations, it's not going to be useful for us. But anyway, so Monotype that's been here has been targeted by that Team Magma. If you want to know what they're up to, go visit the Space Center. So it looks like that whilst Team Aqua are here Team Aqua were in Lily Cove, Team Magma are here in Monotype. And we are going to go check out the Space Center now. And there are some Team Aqua grunts, a large group of them, and off they walk, off they stroll. So we're going to actually have to deal with them, it looks like. Which is a nice way to finish this off. So what do we have here? Explain game rules to you if you like. Which game should I describe? It's got Poke Jump and Dodrio Berry Picking. I have never heard of this. Pokemon Jump. Make your Pokemon skip the Vine Whip rope with the A button. Only mini Pokemon around 28 inches off. Dodrio are only good at only swim, burrow, or flight. I'm not good at jumping. Command Dodrio's 3 head to catch each falling berries. Press right, up, or left on the control pad to move the heads. To play this game, you must have a Dodrio. Well, we don't have either of those things, I'm pretty sure. All of our Pokemon are too tall for the jumping game. Anyway. Revive. Max Repel. Net and Dive Balls are useful. Dive Ball. Just going to buy some Max Repels. Just... you know, that's going to be useful. It's just going to be handy. I mean, we're not going to deliberately be skipping lots of battles, but just in certain cases, there's going to be It's always helpful to have that. Anyway, random thing good. I heard Mossdeep's gym leader is pretty strong, so I decided to come to take a look-see for myself. There's something wrong about this town. People are going on about a warning letter and the space center. I don't think it concerns me in any way, though. Interesting. So, anyway, in here we have my little sister exchanges mail with her boyfriend in Fortree. And we've obviously already met the boyfriend. We've got a Jirachi. This rock has a special meaning to people at the Space Center. They put it here as their wish for their rockets to fly safely. Obviously next to a person who's talking about wishing. That's quite cool. Anyway, in the whole world was covered up like this. That's quite cool that you have like the Jirachi just there. Anyway, crossing the sea with Pokemon using surf, now that's an exhilarating trip. Anyway, so we're going to be able to grab a super rod here. Obviously, it doesn't actually affect us. We've got this Jirachi just here. Jirachi at level 30. I mean, Silver Wing should just destroy it, pretty much. Unfortunately. Indeed it does. But, yeah, no, obviously it's really cool to see all of these various Pokemon. Indeed, I mean, if you were doing a... It would certainly make doing a Nuzlocke of this game a lot simpler. I mean, it's difficult. It'd still be difficult because the difficulty of the game is actually pretty high. But it'd be interesting because obviously you'd get access to lots of starters and all this. So anyway, we've got sailors. Team Magma can't be allowed to steal the rocket fuel. You can have this stone I found on the beach. We get a sunstone, and Team Aqua should keep care of. Team Aqua will become bold and brazen, won't they? A giant chunk of metal burst through the skies. But I'm not having any of that. I know that things are a little haywire right now, but the rocket launched safely. That's successful launch number 5. Those magma flows have set their sights in the Space Center, but we can't allow anything that minor to interfere with our rocket launch. So, we've got some battles here with Team Magma Grunts, and we've got the best Pokemon for, well, one of the best Pokemon for any bug type to see, and followed by one of the worst types for a bug type to ever see. Rock Slide should destroy this Magma. You. I feel like using Dustox. As promised, we've come for the rocket fuel. So we've got Team Magma Grunt here. She's got 2 Pokemon starting off with a Crobat. That's annoying. Ledian, come on out. Gonna whip up a Whirlwind. That's a Razor Wind, which is... that flying? It isn't flying, it's neutral. Thankfully we don't get poisoned by Poison Fang, which is really good. I didn't see what that was stupid. It's going to Beautifly. We're going to send out a Mighty Enna. That's annoying. Any other of my Pokemon virtually would have been perfect. Well, we're just going to Dustox. And Silver Wind. That's a 2-hit KO. And Beat Up's a move that does damage depending on how many Pokemon you have in your team at the moment. Obviously, she only had 1 left, so that was fine. So anyway, the rocket fuel the Space Center has in storage. That's what we're after. We need to take every last bit of it. 2 Pokemon once more. A Murkrow, which we can hit neutrally. I think Sludge Bomb's actually going to be more powerful. And we even get the poisoning, which is really nice. Confuse Ray is annoying, but we had ourselves some confusion, of course we do. Come on. Okay, let's snap out of confusion, good. So next time we do... Oh, you're going to get full restore, damn. And we get the poisoning though. Sludge Bomb should take out the Murkrow. Bingo. Next Pokemon is a Misdreavus, so a Ghost type. So first time for us to really use this. Shadow Ball is going to come in. It's not going to take it out. It's 4 levels above us. But it's only going to Calm Mind, so we are going to be able to take out the Misdreavus. And Dustox is going to be able to really, yeah, just do some nice work there. Moon and Milk all around. You. Our leader said no one, but no one gets past me. So he's got a Smiggle, so normal type, that can learn any move in the game. I'm just going to Sludge Bomb here, I think we should be okay. It's got Ice Beam, so it's obviously an interesting thing to find out. I was an idiot there, I don't know why you show the ball, but anyway. Dustox grows to level 65, and the next Pokemon is a Houndoom. Yes, we will change Pokemon. We will go into our Heracross, I think, this time. And, I mean, a -1. Fire Blast is going to do a decent amount to us, probably. Shouldn't take us out. It does not take us out. We get burned, which lowers our attack and means that this Houndoom is going to survive. It can endure. It's actually going to howl. Wow, that was a bad move. Well, howl is actually not an issue. If we're going to Arnaldo and just Rock Slide, Crunch is still special, so howl doesn't affect it. Special defense falls, but we land the Rock Slide, and down goes the Houndoom. Yeah, stand aside. Please tell us, neither, that I never abandoned my post. Why would I do that? So, anyway, we need to heal up our Heracross. And so, let's see. Big battle. So anyway, what's wrong with you? You're outnumbered 3-1, but you still want to take us on. So if we say yes, a reckless go-getter, right? Okay, I'll go first. So we've actually got to face 3 in a row with this. So we've got a slacking. Okay, we'll set up white screen. I want to see what the slacking wants to do. Obviously, it should still have Truant, which is great news for me. It means I get a free switch to Heracross here. Yep. And now cross chop. It's going to make a punch. It's still faster, which is worrying. But now... Oh, I should have Swords Danced. It's better to... I definitely should have Swords Danced, but anyway. Yeah, you're going to go down. You can see how much health that had, given how much that did. How much health it got back. We can cross chop here. I should have Mega Horned, actually. Would have done more damage, but it doesn't matter. Absol is frail, supremely frail. And so... That was really, that's fine. So he's going to send in an Explode. So it looks like we've got a large number of normal types here. I really want to free switch into my Heracross once more. Sludge Bomb is not going to do a lot, and you're going to Swords Dance. Let's Sludge Bomb again. Hyper Voice is going to come in and is going to take you out. I think we should outspeed. Cross Chop comes in and is going to get a crit hit and take you out. Beautiful. I think that said Beedrill. If it is Bug. Are you a Beedrill? You are a Beedrill. Rock Slide. Eat my Rock Slide. Slash is going to do nothing to us because we resist. Armaldo goes to level 66. So we defeat you as well, and now we've got our final trainer here, and we haven't even used our... The important thing is that we haven't used our... As you're going to land a Body Slam, that might take me out. Does not take me out, that's amazing. And we don't even get paralyzed, which is also really, really good. The good news is that these trainers all only have Moo Milks, which means when they fall... This guy has a full restore. And you're going to Body Slam and take me out, that's fine. We can actually go into our Beautifly here. And let's Psychic. Goodbye, Miltank, and we defeat the 3 Team Magma Grunts, all in a row. We 3 losing like this, we look worse than usual by the triple. The 3 of us here and look at the sorry mess we got ourselves into. Are we being useful to our leader at all? That's a big question. Anyway, once again we'll revive and Moo Milk. We'll move Beautify to the front. Beautify obviously should get a decent amount of experience just from, as we see, where the team, people questioning, does Team Magma want to go into space? But, okay, so we got Steven here. But yeah, so Beautify should get a decent amount of levels just because of Giga Drain on water types through surfing. But anyway, what's the point of stealing rocket fuel? Since you're so curious, you deserve an explanation. We're going to jettison the entire load into Mount Chimney. With Groudon gone, we have no need for that slag heap of a mountain. So we'll use the fuel's power to make the volcano erupt. It will be savage. I do like this. What the hell? Random, you're going to help me? Let's go into battle together. Are you ready? Okay, so choose Pokemon and confirm. We shall choose... Enter. We definitely enter Sizzle. will definitely enter Heracross, and we will definitely enter Armaldo. So let's see what we've got here. So, as you can see, we've got... so we're doing a double battle with Steven here. He's got his Metagross, Skarmory, and Aggron, I believe that was. So we've got Magma Leader... so we've got 2 Magma Leaders here. We're going to see Metagross and Scizor comes in. Metagross' Clear Body prevents Intimidate from working, so that's important to remember that. They get that. So we don't have any ground type moves, unfortunately. I'm going to Sword Stance. Arbok is going to paralyze me with Glare. Metagross is going to... Yeah, I mean, Metagross has the advantage here. We might as well just let Metagross do all the damage. Psychic is going to destroy the Weezing. And next you're sending in a Camerupt, which is a big scary thing for my Scizor. Nothing is super effective against a far ground. If I had a ground type move, if I had Earthquake, then this would be great, but I don't. So, do I think a +2 Steel Wing takes out a Camerupt? Maybe. Arbok uses Crunch on my Scizor, which isn't very effective, and it's not going to do a lot. Oh, it's slowest as well, because we got paralyzed. Forgot about that. Flamethrower is going to take out my Scizor, because it is quadruply effective. Let's go into Armaldo. So Armaldo, use Rock Slide. Arbok is just there, looks like as we're going to get Reflect Up from Metagross, which is, I guess, slightly helpful. Rock Slide does nothing to Camerupt, and he's going to Eruption. That is not going to do a lot, but it's going to do a decent amount to Metagross, I'd have thought. We're going to get hurt by Poison. Let's Water Gun the Camerupt. It's got... We know that you have... Metal Claw is not going to... it's going to do a lot, actually. Water Gun is quadruply effective. And we know that Camerupt has much weaker special defense than defense. As Lychee Berry, the attack of foe Arbok is increased. Well, odds are we die here. Let's just... yeah, I mean, we can't not attack the thing. The Crunch is going to come in. I wish I didn't have to bring out my Heracross now, because now Heracross is definitely at risk of being just destroyed by this Camerupt. Arcanine, great. Flamethrower on my, of course, on my Heracross. Let's Cross Chop, and we have no PP. Ooh, shoot. Okay, well we got a Mega Horn with Camerupt. Stop doubling. Stop. Okay, well we're gonna white out. That's really useful. I bet you I just took in a massive chunk of my money. Yeah, lost half my money. Oh well. Well, that's probably allowed for, you know, if they used all the money that I just gave them, they could probably buy the freaking rocket fuel. But anyway, okay, so they've got Camerupt. We can't do anything about it. Armaldo is our best Pokemon. And we should really bring Beautifly just for Psychic. Just for Psychic. We can Psychic the, And then Scizor isn't actually that useful against Fire type, so we won't bring Scizor. We'll have to bring... I think we'll bring... So we'll bring Beautifly as first. We'll have Heracross and Armaldo in the back, because Heracross still has the power to just destroy lives if it works out well. So let's see how they work out this time. So Beautifly and Metagross. We are actually significantly lower level than these guys. But we are fastest, and... Oh! Arbok is Dark type in this gen... Sorry, in this hack. I forgot about that. That is why he hasn't Psychic the Arbok yet. That makes so much sense now. Well, it's actually probably better for us to just Stun Spore things. We'll Stun Spore the Gardevoir. Thunderbolt is super effective and does a bunch of damage. Metagross is going to get paralyzed and can't move, and we can't. That's just Talk about luck. What are the odds that he glare? He's either going to crunch or he's going to glare. If he glares me, that's going to be really frustrating. Crunch is fine. There we go. Metal Claw is going to come in on the God of War and do a bunch of damage. Okay, we're going to... I want to say that he's not going to... I've got to hope that he takes out the frickin' God of War. Don't take me out. It shouldn't take me out. Oh God. Of course, crit. Beautiful. Just lovely. Thank you very much. And obviously we got glared as well, just to add to the fun. Let's just water gun. Eruption is going to come in and does a bunch, and obviously we both get paralyzed. Agron comes in. Flamethrower does a lot. Water gun does a decent amount to you. Crunch, Dragon Claw, Flamethrower, Skarmory, and obviously we get frickin'... Oh, it's got a focus band, but that only works like half the time. Okay, so now it's a 2-on-1 now, which is interesting. I'm going to Silver Wind. I mean, the issue is that we're still the slowest Pokemon, and it doesn't matter if Steven wins this battle, is the stupid thing. Like, okay, Wobbuffet. If I had a setup move, I would so... Haha. Oh, that's already an amusing turn. Okay, you're going to Toxic him. I'm going to Silver Wind. That's going to do a butt ton of damage. And we're even going to get the boost, which is like... Aww, really? Really? That boost could have been really good because, I mean, no. Well, I mean, there's no way that a paralyzed there's no way my paralyzed Armaldo is going to take out a freaking Arcanine even at +1. We got really bad luck on that one. I'm going to go for it once more. And if we fail this time, then I think we might just need to level up a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure we're fine. So we've got to remember that that Arbok is Psychic Dark. Sorry, is Poison Dark, and so is weak to Ground. Dark is weak to... okay, yeah. Oh, so I shouldn't be bringing Beautifly. That's stupid. Not thinking. Anyway, Stun Spore. The Weezing goes down straight away, so we're just going to Stun Spore this Arbok. And, I mean, getting it slower is going to be really useful overall, I would have thought. Goodbye, Weezing. So Weezing goes down, and he's going to Camerupt or Gardevoir. Okay, that's fine. We want to Stun Spore the Gardevoir now. Thunderbolt on the Metagross, which is fine. And we're going to get the Paralysis, which is really useful. So now what we can do is we can Giga Drain the Gardevoir. So Metaclaw is going to come in on the Arbok. That does so. We get a crit. Beautiful. So you going to ruin the Arcanine or the... Okay, the Arcanine comes in, not the Wobbuffet. Intimidate is going to cut my attack, which is fine. Beautifly is paralyzed. Gardevoir is going to use Psychic on our Beautifly. So now, I'm going to Psychic the Arcanine, because you're going to E-Speed. It's going to take me out. I'm going to expect the Psychic type move, and I'm going to go into Armaldo. Metagross uses Psychic on the Arcanine, and we're going to get a Thunderbolt, actually, so that's fine. Armaldo, yeah, it's just Rock Slide. Yes, definitely good choice to Rock Slide there. I mean, Arcanine might actually go down here, but either way, Rock Slide comes in, does a decent amount for the Gardevoir, but takes out the Arcanine. Only left thing is the Wobbuffet, and we really do not need to worry about that. We can Silver Wind the Gardevoir. So we're going to get Magic Coat. Metal Claw is going to come in on the Wobbuffet. We're going to Silver Wind the Gardevoir, and that's going to take out the Gardevoir. Beautiful. In comes a Camerupt. Our light screen wears off. We can now... I wonder how much area this does. I'm going to Water Gun the Camerupt. Metal Claw once again comes in on the Wobbuffet and almost takes it out. Hopefully it didn't counter. That is super effective. You're going to flamethrower the Metagross. That is fine by me. You are more than welcome to flamethrower that Metagross to death. We'll Water Gun once more. Steel Wing takes out the Wobbuffet. Armaldo goes to level 67. Water Gun. Eruption does not do a lot because it's shared over the two battlers. And there we go. We defeat Magma Admin, Tabitha, and Magma Leader. All they wanted to do was expand the world's land match. We failed to control Groudon after we had awoken it. Is our goal to expand the land and the sky did. If we, Team Magma, are wrong, then might Team Aqua's goal to expand the sea also be equally misguided? Alright, we will give up on the fuel. There appears to be more important matters that I must examine. Whew, that was too tense, random. Thank you. I have something to give you as thanks for your support. Please come see me at my home after this. So yes, I mean, it would have been, I guess, I mean, that's an interesting double battle. It's obviously interesting that it's Team Magma, because obviously Steven, as a Steel type, largely a Steel type trainer, has a big weakness to Team Magma's Fire types, which is but they each had, what? So they each had a Poison type, they each had a Poison type, a Psychic type, and a Fire type. And yeah, I mean, not ideal, to be honest. The Poison types are really difficult for us to deal with, because we don't have Ground type moves yet. But anyway, as you can see, there's not much here, but this is my home. Thank you for all that you've done. This is my token of appreciation. It's called a... You've earned this HM, which is Dive. So there we go. It won't be possible to use Surface time. So there we go. We're going to get Dive, which is really important, because obviously that is going to allow us to make our travels, to travel even further and finally be able to confront Team Aqua. So we'll withdraw out our Mudkip as we deposit in our Armaldo, because Armaldo is going to be the Pokemon least able to deal with the water types that are on these routes. And now we just need to pray and hope, please, Mudkip can learn Dive. That's great. We don't need Water Gun. So there we go. So that's really good. That doesn't mean we need another Pokemon. I mean, we're going to need another Pokemon for Waterfall, but that's going to be annoying. But I mean, you're going to need 2 HM slaves anyway just to get to wherever we're going. Just the stupidness of the HM situation here in Hoenn. Anyway, I actually think this is a good place to end. So, obviously we've done 2 big battles. We defeated the double battle at the Space Center. Both of them were at level 70, so we definitely want to probably be thinking of getting up to level, at least everyone up to level 70 by the time that we face Juan at the Water type gym. Because obviously Water is also not a good type for us. The only thing we have that's super effective are Beautifly's Giga Drain and Ledian's Thunder Punch, and well, they're not really the Pokemon that are going to be like, you know, they're not really Pokemon that our opponents are going to be losing sleep over. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. We've got another gym badge, and we defeated Team Magma completely. I'm pretty sure that's the end of Team Magma. Now all we have to do is defeat Team Aqua, and we will get on that in the next episode when we'll do lots more surfing, lots more battles, and we'll try and find Team Aqua, and then we'll see what happens. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope you will join me on the next.